So you've had a spot of bother then, Jim?
Well, they weren't Jehovah's Witnesses, that's for sure.
Forced entry. Armed?
Baseball bats.
Yeah. 3 strikes and you're out. Took your telly then?
Yeah, TV, stereo, wanted checkbook, credit cards, cash, normal burglary stuff.
So who have you been upsetting?
I need a favour.
Yeah. I took it I wasn't here in an official capacity. Look, if this is another war, Jimmy, I can't afford to get caught in the middle again.
I looked after you.
I did you a favour, that's all. I helped you out.
And I was grateful. But I expect a lot of help for 20 grand.
So what happened?
Well, as they were leaving, one of them said that my time was up. I should be a lot more careful in the future. He knew I was all right.
Did you know him?
No.
Why not use your own people?
Because I don't want any of this to get out until I know what I'm up against. But if someone out there's trying to scare me by using a bit of muscle, I want them found, Don. They came into my home.
What do you expect me to do?
You've got access to a lot more information than I have. I know you filth work. Now, if there's some scumbag out there trying to build a reputation for himself, he'll be on record somewhere. Now, check it out.
I don't want any comeback on this, Jimmy.
There won't be.
Yeah.
These are serious villains, Jack. And they've been getting away with it for far too long.
Not in Sunhill, they haven't.
There were 2 burglaries in Barton Street yesterday. A couple of my boys from Crime Ocu are following them up now.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean to say that they're coming here.
I know they're here. They're from Newcastle. They operate all over the country. They move into an area for a couple of days, turn over a few houses, then move on. Always the same MO. Expensive houses, quiet area, knock on the door, overpower the occupants, very aggressive, very threatening. Goods taken, thank you very much.
So how many of them?
3, sometimes 4. Well connected, and so far very successful.
OK, Frank. So what do you want from me, then?
I need someone to help me poke around Sunhill, find out what's happening.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, looks like I've missed out. And you make such a lovely cup of coffee, Kerry.
Well, I'm glad to see that you appreciate my abilities, Sarge.
It's funny you should say that. He was just talking about your good points.
Yeah, I bet he was.
You want to watch it, you know. One day you're going to get your fingers burnt.
Yeah? Well, as long as it's just my fingers, Jim.
Before you go, Don, DCI Burnside would like to have a word with you all.
Right. We've got a firm of burglars on the loose. Now, they're very audacious and they don't mind hurting people. Balaclavas, baseball bats, the lot. We think they're from Newcastle, but they're working their way around the country and now they're honouring us with their presence. We're following up 2 burglaries over in Barton Street, but I wondered if anyone here had heard any whispers.
Well, it looks like they're still at it, if that helps. Had a word with Uniform about half an hour ago. There was a burglary at 58 Maybury Drive. Sounds like it could be them.
You've just won first prize. A day out with Uncle Frank.
Coffee, Sarge?
Geordies.
I'm telling you, they've been doing houses all over the country. You've just been unlucky, that's all.
How about the bloke who told me I should watch myself in the future?
I don't know. Could be anything. But if it was a threat, I think it'd have been more direct. You're just being paranoid, I think.
That's how I'll stay alive. Anyway, thanks, Don. I'll ask around, see what I can come up with.
Look, Jimmy, there's a DCI Burnside sniffing around on this. Take my advice, stay out of it.
Why? Who's he when he's at home?
He's old school. On this patch a few years back. Word is he plays very rough.
He's not the only one.
They picked their targets well. Quiet area, discreet neighbours who are probably all at work. Still a big risk, though.
Not as risky as turning over banks or commercial premises. No security guards around here. No one likely to play the hero. And even if the owners are at home, they're not very likely to fight back against 4 fellas with balaclavas and baseball bats.
Especially the people around here. They'd probably let them get on with it, bump up the insurance claim and go on holiday to get over it.
You've got a cynical streak. I like that.
I find it helps in this job.
What, with the villains or us?
Both.
Very wise. Mrs. Lehman, DCI Burnside. This is DC Holmes. Can we come in?
Yeah.
Thank you. Are you all right to talk? This must have been very traumatic for you.
I only went to open the door and they pushed their way in. I mean, there was nothing I could do to stop them.
Did you get a look at them?
Oh, they had their faces covered. But there was definitely 4 of them.
Was there anything distinctive about them? Anything at all?
No, I don't think so. Except I think they were from up north, but they didn't say very much. Look, I thought they were going to kill me.
What about clothes? Anything unusual about them?
They're all in jeans and dark jackets. Oh, they've wrecked the place. I mean, there's no need for them to do that.
So what did they take?
Cash, credit cards, my checkbook. And they took my laptop and my briefcase.
Was there something else, Melanie?
No, it's nothing.
It's OK, I'll get that.
I mean, how could something like this happen in broad daylight?
You said they sounded like they were from up north. Any idea what part?
No.
Who are you?
DC Holmes. Do you mind waiting?
What's going on, Melanie?
Hang on a minute.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's all right, I'm just scared.
So what's happened?
I'm sorry, Gov. I tried to stop him.
Who is this?
Who are you?
This is Jimmy Smith, Gov.
DCI Burnside. Would you mind telling me what you're doing here?
I've come to see my girlfriend and you've got a problem with that now. Why don't you phone me?
I was going to. I just didn't get a chance.
Look, Mr. Smith, if you don't mind, we're trying to ask Mrs. Lehman some questions.
No, I want Jimmy to stay. Look, they told me not to phone the police. They said they'd know if I did. They said they'd come back.
Yeah, well, that's rubbish. They're bluffing.
Yeah, but I can't help you anymore. I mean, it's not important, the money in the computer. I just don't want to take the risk.
Look, Melanie, you've already called us. Don't you want us to find out who did
Are
this?
you hard of hearing or what? She's already told you she can't help. Thanks for calling. We must come round to yours sometime.
Let's get one thing straight. I don't care who you think you are. If this is the work of the people I think it is, they're dangerous. You stay out of it.
Are you threatening me?
Just inviting you round to mine sometime. Victim support. All part of the service. So that's Jimmy Smith. How much do you know about him?
Only what I've heard since I've been at Sun Hill. He's been around a bit in his time. Does a bit himself, but mainly gets other people to do his dirty work. He's clever. Whoever targeted his girlfriend's house either didn't do their research or isn't very bright.
Maybe our Geordies are slipping, or maybe it's not a coincidence. Either way, I don't want him going after them. And he didn't help with Melanie Lehman. I'd like to find out a bit more about Mr. Smith.
So Smith's such a villain. How come he's never been nicked before now?
Because he's nasty, clever, and difficult to pin anything on.
Is that right?
Don Beech and me nearly nailed him last year. We had him in court, but the case collapsed.
What happened?
He got off on a technicality. Don went to see him in his cell, the defence made a meal of it, and Smith walked.
That was bad luck.
Maybe, but Don does tend to sail close to the wind sometimes.
Yeah, well, occasionally you have to. Still, must have hurt seeing him walk.
It did. Yep.
Don, I hear you've had trouble with Jimmy Smith in the past.
Well, you could say that, Gov, yeah.
Well, you'd be pleased to hear that he's been on the receiving end for once. Or rather, his girlfriend has. Burgled.
Oh, yeah?
Just checked out all the local fences. Nothing from the burglaries turned up yet.
Is it the same game?
Well, someone out there must know something. Don, they tell me you're well acquainted with the local lowlife.
Gov?
So where does the hardcore hang out these days?
Well, it depends.
What about that pub you took me to once, on the Maycroft estate? The Bull and Bush. I mean, I know it's a bit of a no-go area. Apparently, if you haven't done a stretch, you're not very welcome there.
So, do you know who's who there?
Well,
There's that guy who works there, Jono, is it? You said he could be a bit useful. And he's still on probation, isn't he?
well, he has helped out in the past, Gov. But he's not an official snout.
Good. We're going to have a chat with him then. Thanks, Don. Oh, you won't.